Saddle up your horses.
Hutchinson Middle School is an international baccalaureate middle years world school. Our mission at Hutch is the administration, faculty, staff, and parents of Hutchinson Middle School work collaboratively to support student learning through integrated units of study and inquiry-based problem solving. Hutchinson is home to a diverse student population representing 28 world languages. Ethnic and cultural differences are shared and celebrated. Students learn the importance of contributing to the global community through participation in service-oriented projects with a focus on international mindedness. The IB Middle Years program aims to create learners that will continue to grow and thrive beyond these walls. We work to develop the IB learner profile attributes such as balanced, caring, communicator, inquirer, knowledgeable, open-minded, principled, thinker, and risk-taker. Hutchinson has a long history of academic excellence, and that continues with you. Students are given the opportunity to receive help from teachers during their office hours. There are no excuses. We have many systems in place to help students become successful. Students must do their work, read, participate in class discussions, and take ownership of their learning. Agenda notebooks are provided for all sixth graders, and this serves as the daily communication tool between home and school. The Hutchinson campus is located in the middle of a neighborhood with narrow streets. There is limited parking available and transportation is not provided for magnet students. Therefore, more than 70% of students must be brought to school and picked up each day, creating traffic issues both in the morning when students are being dropped off and in the afternoon at dismissal. We ask that parents follow the arrival and dismissal procedures that are in place to ensure student safety. This is our number one priority, and we appreciate your cooperation. It is essential that parents follow the arrival and dismissal procedures in place for student safety. The one-way street next to the tennis courts, which is 31st Street, serves as a stop-and-go arrival and dismissal lane. Parents may not park or leave their vehicles at any time. There is supervision beginning at 7:30 a.m. The only option for student entry in the mornings is through the cafeteria doors in the back of the building. Parents may not drop students off on Canton Avenue in front of the building or on 32nd Street in the mornings.
Breakfast will now be free for everyone, and the cafeteria will be open at 7:30 a.m. We want to encourage everyone to come through the cafeteria when they arrive. Get something to eat by going through the line and having a seat in the cafeteria. At 7:45, the athletes will go to practice, and the 7th and 8th graders who are finished eating will go to the big gym. 6th graders who are finished eating will go to the auditorium. Anyone still eating or who has just arrived will remain in the cafeteria.
Dismissal time is 4 p.m. on 31st Street next to the tennis courts. Parents remain in their vehicles and keep moving forward until they reach the parking lot where students are waiting. Parents may want to wait until 4:15 before arriving at campus to pick students up in order to avoid traffic delays. Students are to wait behind the safety cones until their ride pulls up to this area. If students are not picked up by 4:30 p.m., they will be moved to the library to wait for parents. Title I funding is used to provide tutoring after school in the library on a daily basis from 4 to 5 p.m. When parents arrive to pick students up, they may text them to leave the building. Again, students must be picked up on 31st Street due to the fact that the front doors will remain locked at all times. Please do not ask students to wait for rides in the front or on Canton Street and 32nd Street. Buses depart our campus at 4:15 p.m. from the sports treatment facility on 32nd Street and cannot pull out if parents are parked in this area. All students will be expected to wait at the pickup area at dismissal each day. Students who do not follow arrival and dismissal procedures will receive disciplinary consequences. Hutch Rangers dress for success each day. Students are expected to follow the dress code at all times. Specific to girls, shorts and skirts must be at fingertip length and holes in jeans must not be above fingertip length. Girls may wear tights under jeans if holes are an issue. Girls are required to wear something over tops which are sleeveless, low cut, or have spaghetti straps. Skin must be covered at all times. Tights and leggings are not considered appropriate for school unless a skirt or shorts is worn over them at fingertip length. Bright colors in hair are considered a distraction and are not allowed for boys or girls. No oversized clothing or sagging pants are ever appropriate for gentlemen to wear at Hutch. Piercings are not allowed for gentlemen along with designs shaved into their hair. If students have tattoos, they must be covered at all times. Take pride in your appearance and practice proper grooming and hygiene. No pajamas or house shoes may be worn to school. If students are sent to the office for dress code violations, parents will be called to bring a change of clothing to school. We have some clothing items on hand for students to borrow if it is returned at the end of the day. Our priority is to take care of the issue as soon as possible so that students may return to the classroom. The electronic device and cell phone policy will be enforced with all students to ensure student engagement while learning. Students may not bring game devices to school for any reason. When students arrive on campus, cell phones must be turned off and kept out of sight. Earbuds and headphones are never to be worn in the building unless being used in the classroom with teacher supervision. If students are texting or using phones without permission, they will be taken up and placed in the front office. Parents can retrieve cell phones from the main office at the end of the school day, or students may pay $15 on the first offense to retrieve the phone. Disciplinary consequences will be assessed after the second offense or if students are disrespectful toward adults for enforcing the policy. Students may ask permission to use their cell phones during the day, however, they must be used in the front office. There are phones available for student use in the counseling suite as well. No student is ever allowed to video, record, or use a phone to photograph while on campus unless it has been approved by a teacher for use in the classroom. This is a serious violation and may result in suspension or DAEP placement. Parents who send students to school with expensive cell phones must realize that if students leave them out in the open, they may be stolen. If the school is not responsible for lost or stolen items. Students must have a lock on all lockers being used in the hallways or in the locker rooms at all times. Student safety and security is our top priority each and every day. All outside doors will remain locked during the school day. Visitors must use the front door intercom system at the main entrance to enter the school and sign in at the main office upon arrival. Surveillance cameras inside and outside of the building are monitored at all times. Safety procedures and drills will be practiced to ensure that students know exactly what to do if an emergency situation arises.